I'm super excited today because this is another very beautiful Saturday in the month of July. Of course, the 7th month in the year 2020. I'm super excited because I have someone different today. All the while, I've been bringing in musicians on my sets, but today I decided to crack your ribs a little and bring in a comedian of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I'm talking none other but the most famous in the Southeast, of course, the most famous right here in Anambra State, in Oka to be precise. I'm talking none other but Prince Neche. Hey, hey.
Hey.
Hi.
Tell me what's good.
I'm okay. Thank you very much. I love the way you're dressed this morning.
Yeah, I love it too.
You obviously love it. Okay, so what's the inspiration today? Like, why you dressed like Ayilala versus, will I say, tell me, what's the inspiration behind red and white?
Red and white is, first of all, white is my favorite color.
Okay.
Yeah, and the red, there's nothing special about it. My definition of fashion is whatever I feel comfortable in. So I feel like this is what I want to wear this morning.
Okay,
so.
But I just felt maybe you wanted to crack us a little by dressing like Babalawo a little. Like,
Nah, that was not the plan. I wasn't considering you. So,
oh, really? You weren't considering me?
Yes,
but I was considering you this morning. Like, I actually dreamt of you. I dreamt of this interview. I dreamt of this set.
Wow, you were considering me when you were getting your outfits ready?
Yes.
Wow.
I wanted us to dress like alike, you get?
I'm sorry if I broke your heart, but I wasn't considering you.
Okay. In the meantime, just in case you are wondering what Prince Neche is all about, he is a comedian of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. We are going to be taking a little clip from Prince Neche to crack us up a little this Saturday, and then when we come back, Prince Neche will be telling us a little bit about himself, his journey as a comedian, and of course, his challenges and future plans. Stay tuned.
Una no go Greek club, because una no know me, no Martin. Is expected. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Prince Neche. I came all the way from the city of Anambra State. Wendy Boneva. Anambra State, Onitsha, to be precise. Man, Lagos, you guys are enjoying. Now they enjoy. Una good. The only Lagos sweet, not just traffic spoiler. The only problem when Lagos get na traffic. I came in from Anambra this morning, reach Ikeja, enter Moto, they come Island. Everywhere was nice, was good. Now just the traffic be the problem. And not just the traffic, the bigger problem are the things where they sell for traffic. The one where catch my attention today, one guy was selling rat poison, liquid one. I asked the guy, how do you use liquid rat poison? The boy said, you go catch the rats, give them 2 spoons in the morning, 2 spoons in the afternoon, 2 spoons in the night. I said, which kind of rats be that? Lagos good though. I come and they hear, say, Oshodi under bridge. Oshodi said they rob people for there with gun. So they rob you with gun and you they complain. For nature where I grow. No only uppy waker on top flyover, you go they make call, they come down from flyover, they will collect your phone on top the flyover. As they come down, they go set the phone, give you back. That your same phone, they go give you. Growing up in that city, it was rough. Normal Lagos girl, you see Lagos girl wey dress well, you compliment the Lagos girl. Their response to compliments, they very calm and nice. You tell Lagos girl, I love you. Her response now like, oh my God. You tell Onitsha girl, I love you, yeah? Yeah, oh. Lagos girl make fine hair. They stroll, they work out her own, you know, they work up nice work out. You call the Lagos girl, hello Angela, I love your hair. You hear, oh my God, thank you. Same thing with Abuja girls. She make new hair, you call her, Jennifer, I like your hair. Oh my God. Those ones that do like who knots lost for their head. Oh my God. Are you serious? Thank you. Take kiss. Onitsha girl, see 30 naira, do simbi. Konde waka on her own. You call her, their name na nonsense name. Njideka. Njideka, I like your hair. Na kwore. Obasagi. Una change na to be in a street. Useless set of people. Very useless. And It can't make, oh, the city can't give me problem. And you know, be like say, my family can't even make them. My father no agree make them. I know they like talk, say my papa poor. No, I don't do that. The man no just make them. Yeah, I won't be among the comedians that will call their parents poor. The man no just make them. Now two different things. You cannot believe that as of 2016, the TV where they our house, now all those olden days television, where your father they lock like gate. Padlock and carry the key, go walk. Our TV, use this screen as example. Our TV share itself into two for the middle. One side, they show who you they watch for the television. The other side, they show you where they watch them. And the person where they the TV, you know, they stand one place. You can just see the government of Enugu State has discovered that all the workers in Enugu State. Now you go call your brother, they are cheap, and Ghana so no kito no pole. Your brother go round, go backyard. As if they turn pole, person where they TV, they turn. The government of Enugu State has. If God won't punish you, 9 o'clock news for this television. Other people TV, 9 o'clock news, normal song. One fine woman go just start. Today on the network news, the President of Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari, has traveled again as usual. Normal news, our TV. News, they start with cultural dance. You go to hear clap. Obodo Omanke dika honey juru. Obodo Omanke Nigeria, Anambra State, Imo, light of the nation. The one old woman go just start with Igbo. Na news on Kabalea, Governor Peter Obi Kurosi, for her back, you go just say, oh, Badiaku. Now the woman go to pursue the boy, Bian once, ever poor, all the camera na in the news. Ngwakita, Kaiga, Nankana, or weather forecast, Chibeze, Biko, Pony, Rokima, Camillion Ezo. You can't use this TV watch ball. Football. As they watch the ball, now you where they watch and go determine who go score. For other people TV, they feel they play 1-1. For our TV, if you turn the TV go like this, they go score here.
A very special one right there from Prince Neche. I'm sure you are cracked up a little bit this morning. And of course, talking about Prince Neche, he is still right here in the studio with me to discuss about himself, his journey as a comedian, and of course, a little bit of what inspires him in his comedy. Prince Neche.
Yeah.
You said a lot of things about Anambra State and our very own station, but let's not go there first. But I need to know how long you started. Like, how did it all start for you?
Basically, it started as a joke, really. Okay. A lot of things I've been able to do in my life actually start out as jokes. Goes back to like 2008. I was in church. We're going to do this end of the year teenagers, party. So we're going to invite a comedian, and the guy told us that we're going to, he gave us the bill, and I was part of the organizers because my father is a pastor, so all the church team they our hand, So he gave us the bill, and I was like, well, we can't pay this now. We don't have money to even do normal things, not to talk of invite a guest comedian and pay this amount of money. Okay, what happened is I will do it. You're like, can you do it? I say, normally I disabi yab where. So, but they said, this is church, you can't yab. I said, okay, but let's find a way around it. So I went to watch Night of a Thousand Laugh, a whole lot of clips from, Night of a Thousand Laugh, memorized them. I tend to get creative with stuff. Yeah. I removed some, added some, And on that day, I did it.
And you did it. That was how it started.
Turned out very well. And the other churches we invited, we're now like, this guy good. Let's invite him for our own. So I started giving small bills, like, hey, so that they can be calling me, that kind of thing. Okay,
so how has it been for you so far? Like starting from you just as a joke in church and then little bills. Now it seems like you do it like full-time, a comedian.
Like this is, sometimes you discover your calling by mistake. That's true. That is what it was for me. So this is what I do full-time. This is what I'll be doing for a very long time. Okay,
so who do you look up to in the industry? Because you mentioned Night of a Thousand Laugh, and I can't help but to wonder who inspires you in the comedy industry in Nigeria.
In the comedy industry in Nigeria, I am very, very, indebted, let me use that word, to Basket Mouth.
Okay.
The reason is because he seems to never, he seems to always want to do more. Like, a lot of comedians in Nigeria are just very particular about the Nigeria comedy industry, but not Basket. Basket feels like there's a whole lot to do outside of Nigeria, and that is what I love about him. So I love Basket Mouth. I love Bovie. His creativity is out of this world. Like,
Okay.
Bovie is dope. I love a couple of other people. I love Forever.
Okay.
I don't know if you know him. I love
Trevor
Forever.
Noah.
I'm still talking about the Nigerian
Nigerians,
scene.
okay.
Yeah, I love Josh Too Funny.
Okay.
I love Kenny Black. Then outside of this place, I'm in love with Kevin Hart. Kevin is like a role model.
Okay.
I love Kevin. I love Trevor Noah. I love Martin Lawrence, Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
Um,
And a whole lot
a
of
whole lot
other.
of other people. I actually love more of foreign comedians. I watch them a whole lot more than I watch Nigerian comedians.
Okay. So what inspires your comedy?
Everything and anything, that's the truth. Everything around me, I've structured my mind in such a way that I am drawn to the humor in everything.
Okay.
We could have a very serious situation at hand right here, right now, very serious. And all my mind will be processing is the humor in all of it.
Wow.
Because there's actually humor in everything, every single thing. So
That's the way you comedians see it, not we. Like, we don't see humor in anything.
that's because you choose not to see, but then the truth is there is. By the time they start pointing it out to you,
Yeah,
you
that's
know
what
that
makes
there's
us laugh in
actually
the
a hair. That's why when comedians say jokes, people can actually relate
True.
and laugh. So everything and anything inspires my jokes, and most times I try to keep it as clean as possible.
Okay, so looking at the industry right now, we know how the music industry is, the disc jockeying industry, the comedy industry. We know that people have really tried as much as possible to stay afloat in the industry, to make sure that they stay relevant. And comedians are beginning to explore other means and ways of having to, you know, right from the days of the Night of 1,000 Laughs when it all started, now comedians want to have their own shows, invite musicians, do this and do that. Now, how do you see that in the present day and now?
It goes a long way to show that people are working and they are improving. Back then, Night of 1,000 Laughs was just it.
Of course.
It was like just the only comedy show. It gave room for few people to showcase themselves. But right now, people have taken away that monotony of one comedy show, and a lot of people are coming up with their own individual shows, and more people are, getting to see the comedy industry, and more people are getting involved in the comedy industry. Like when, for example, just one show, Night of 1,000 Laughs, you can't have up to 20 comedians perform.
Of course.
And there are over 36 states with thousands of comedians. But now people have their different shows. Everybody does their shows everywhere, and just the social media too helps to put everybody out there. So you see, so many comedians get the opportunity to get seen, to get heard. You understand? So it shows that the industry, the comedy industry is growing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Nigerian comedians are beginning to get lots of recognition outside of Nigeria.
Okay, so narrowing it down to you now, what have you done so far to stay afloat, to stay relevant in the industry?
Yeah, I have my own show,
Okay.
my confession series. I have a whole lot of other things I've been doing.
Okay.
Once in a while, I do comedy skits, once in a while.
Can you give us a little bit of a hint of how My Confession started and the challenges you faced as a comedian, wanting to own your own show?
It goes back to the love I have for Kevin Hart.
Okay.
I watched a couple of his shows, Laugh Out My Pain, Let Me Explain, Grown Little Man, and I could relate with almost all of those things, especially Grown Little Man, because I am, down to earth. Yes. Just like Kevin. Sometimes people say we look alike. I posted his birthday and people are like, you guys like... So after watching Let Me Explain in particular, I felt like I love the content of the show. Let Me Explain was him telling his story, his life story about a lot of things that happened in his life. So I felt like if I'm going to have a comedy show, this is how I want it to be. I want it to be me telling my story. Yeah. So I did my first comedy show, which I gave the same name, Let Me Explain. Okay. I was still a student then in Unizik. After the show, I felt like, okay, I want to keep doing this. So But I can't keep going with, let me explain, because the dream is way bigger. I can't keep doing what Kelvin has done. So I decided to find my own name that will still retain that idea of it being my thing. So I came up with my confession. Wow. Yep. So okay. I did my confession 1, my confession 2, confession 3, and most recently confession 4. Okay. And currently we've started working on confession 5. So it just happens once a year. So it's almost like me giving a summary of everything that happened in my life within the last 1 year.
Okay, so there was something you did recently, and that's called a Fun Dates with Prince Neche. And I remember Fun Dates with Rema. I'm sure that was what inspired Fun Dates with Prince Neche.
Yeah,
Tell us a little bit about Fun Dates with Prince Neche, because I am eager, I'm itching to know exactly how it all started and where it went to and how you saw the outcome.
Just like everything I do, or rather, just like most things that I do, Fun Dates with Prince Neche started out as a joke. I went on Twitter and I saw people shutting down Rema for the fan dates that he did, claiming he picked someone he already knew. And I saw people also castigating the girl, she's not fine, she's not this. And I felt like a majority of these people were women. So I felt like we women were supposed to be like building other women, helping other women. So why this? So I made an innocent post before God and man on my Facebook. I was like, I would have loved to do a fan date, but I'm not sure anybody wants to go out with me. Oh, wow. And the comments on the comment section of that post shook me. People were like, we want to go out with you, do a fan date, this, that. Okay, I said, okay. I made another post, okay, fan dates with Prince Neche, sponsors should hit me up, and they flooded my DM. Wow. In less than 4 hours, I had over 13 sponsors that wanted to be a part of the fan date. So I had to get to work immediately. Tried to draft out a couple of things, called my graphic designer, and we got to work. And I felt like, okay, maybe when we even started, people might not show interest. But then we started it, and it was just about posting pictures. Just if you're a fan of Prince Neche and you are fine and you are a girl, you don't even have to find. Just post your picture. And we had a lot of pictures. We had to narrow them down to the top 5, and then ask them to write how much of a Prince Neche fan that they were, and we chose one person. And that was it. She went on the dates from...
You were able to get one person.
Yeah.
Of all the girls out there, you were able to get and narrow it down to one person.
Yeah.
But what has this taught you, Prince Neche?
This fan date basically has not been more about me.
Okay. It
has been more about the lady who won the fan date, because from the moment she won the fan date, according to her career and life took a different turn, because people now knows who she is, and the businesses she was into or she is into, she started getting jobs. She's a red carpet host, presenter. She does wallpaper installation, and she does painting too. And from the day we did that fan date, is about a week today. She's gotten like 2 jobs. As I speak to you, she's in Lagos to do wallpaper installation for someone. All these things happened on my social media platform. And almost every time when she calls or she chats me up, she's always talking about how it has helped to, move her to the next level and all these things.
Chatting and you guys are talking. So
yeah,
does it mean that somehow, someday, something might click?
Click? I don't know. I really doubt.
Okay.
I really doubt that something might click. The major reason is because I am in a relationship. Okay,
he had to say it so that he'll be on the safer side.
I don't know, but I am in a relationship that, is leading somewhere. The road that relationship is following, it's going somewhere.
Okay, so now we're leading to what else you would have done. Like we're moving a little bit away from comedy now. What else would you have done if comedy hadn't worked for you?
If comedy hadn't worked, maybe I would have been more serious with school, ended up a medical doctor, maybe, but I doubt. But what would have actually worked almost immediately if comedy didn't work would have been football.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I used to be very good at it. Right now, I'm just good, not very good anymore. I played football to a very, very large extent of playing even outside of the country and all those things. So football would have worked. I also think music would have worked.
music. I don't think music would have worked for you.
That's what you.
Okay,
you
I noticed your passion for football yesterday when you came, and we were having our proper normal training as against the interdepartmental competition.
ABS
And then I saw a lot of passion in you, and you were watching, and you were really enthused. But I want to go back to the first thing that you said. You said you would have probably taken school more seriously and then ended up a medical doctor. Are you not trying to say that you didn't take school seriously? Now, because I want to go with the relationship between studies and career and entertainment.
I took school serious, yeah, but not. I don't think I took it as serious as I would have taken it if I were studying medicine. I studied psychology in as much as I wanted to be a medical doctor.
Yeah.
You know how the Nigerian educational system is. By the time you jam you.
Jam you jam.
You understand? Una two jam on herself. The person who is, I was going for medicine. Somehow I ended up in ASUT, applied biochemistry. After a year, I was like, I don't like this. I want to do something else. And I don't like ASUT. I want to go somewhere else. So I came to Unizik. At the point, I didn't have mathematics in my WAEC results.
Okay.
It was outstanding. I was hoping for it to get released.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, let me be doing psychology just to pass time.
Wow.
So that when my maths comes out, I could just go for medicine, maybe write another jam or something. But I fell in love with psychology. Yeah.
I think psychology has a little bit
of medicine. Yeah,
yes.
I found that part of psychology and I fell in love with it. I was like, okay, we could do this all the way. And that was the same year my comedy career started taking off.
Wow.
So school was very difficult combining school and entertainment. There was a particular time I had exams in Unizik in the afternoon. I had exams by 1. And I did a show. I had a show in Lagos the previous night, Sunday night. I had an exam on Monday by 1. And I had to get back to Lagos to do a shoot for Tuesday. So I flew in from Lagos 7, wrote exam 1, and flew back 4 at 5.
Superhuman. Anyway, so Prince Neche is still here with us, and he's talking a whole lot about himself. We're gradually rounding off, and we're going to be taking another very short break right now. There is a video that was playing just now. We're going to be giving it an upshot to hear a little bit about Prince Neche and maybe take a little of his jokes. Then he will give us a proper, but before then, you're going to give us raw here, because I usually do that with my guests, my artists. You have to give us the first-hand experience of a comedy show, of a comedy skit.
Did I prepare for that?
Spontaneous.
Spontaneously?
Yeah.
The kind of jokes I would do spontaneously are what they call one-liners, and I doubt people will get. But when it's time, let's see. Let me wrap my head around something. When it's time for me to do that, or is it now?
Well, maybe when we come back, because since you're not prepared for it, I want to say...
wrap my head around something.
Okay. Well, I want to say a very big thank you. This is where we're going to round it off on the Weekend Entertainment segment. I want to say thank you very much for gracing my set. You did so well, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Okay. I wish I won that fan days with Prince Neche anyway, but maybe the future ones, when it comes up, I definitely will be the next on his list. This is where I will be rounding it off. Remember that Oluchi David and I will be coming after now with social media trends. So please do not go anywhere. The weekend show still continues.